I'm not nervous at all. This congregation has played a key role in my adult faith journey. Over the past 34 years, it has always been the people and the getting involved that have made a tremendous impact on my life and my faith. I've known so many gifted leaders and pastors over the years who have influenced me along my faith journey, and I am grateful. My husband Scott and I were so happy to find Living Lord back in 1991 when we were looking for a church home, having recently moved from our newlywed Des Plaines apartment to our very small first house in Streamwood. After a brief church shopping period where we encountered various congregations that just didn't seem to fit, we decided that we should see what my big sister's church was all about. Not only was Living Lord already the church home of my sister and brother-in-law Terry and Bob Gorski, but we actually knew the organist at the time, Mark Johnson, who was a good friend of ours from way back from our high school days. Things only got better from there as we jumped into church life and became more and more involved. For me, it started with joining the choir, then serving as a worship assistant, and then serving on church council, helping with leadership, evangelism, and stewardship efforts. I will always remember how the leaders on council welcomed me and encouraged my contributions. In fact, I have a vivid memory of standing in my kitchen in our Bartlett home, cooking dinner, holding little Jack on my hip, and my phone perched between my chin and my shoulder, talking to Steve Schwartz on the phone. And he was asking for my input on some council endeavor. Fast forward years later, and my little Jack is now my big Jack, and I'm back on church council with Steve Schwartz. I will always remember how Pastor Ken Soderland identified certain characteristics in me that he thought would work perfectly in various church ministries. That was the initial spark that boosted my confidence and prompted me to make it a priority to get involved and to serve my church. Pastor Ken trusted in God, and so did our leaders, so I figured I better start doing it too. Over the years, I have appreciated getting involved in so many things around here, the women's ministries, taking part in Bible studies and all kinds of fellowship opportunities, teaching Sunday school, volunteering in the church office, and heck, I even did work here for a couple of years as the part-time communication director. But along the journey, I've always appreciated the partnership of Living Lord's programs and people. For example, like the Sunday school program and the confirmation programs and their leaders. I've always considered these as partners, and these ministries as important partners to Scott and me in our goal to raise our children in the faith. In recent years, I found myself jumping back into stewardship thanks to an invitation from Dave Weatherton. And now that I am back on church council again, I am excited to learn and to follow where God is leading us and to begin to envision an exciting future for our congregation. The thing that I love the most about Living Lord is that we are kind of scrappy. We empower our people. We get stuff done. We trust God. We rise to the occasion when we hear God's call. And I feel like we're doing that right now, planting and nurturing seeds for a wonderful future. I believe it is a future in which we are not only growing in faith and trust in God and relationship with one another, but also working toward an even larger goal, to mobilize and get out into the community more and more, to serve others, and to invite even more people to join our Living Lord family of faith and to join us in this work. Thank you.